Alright guys, it's Thursday. I can't wait to be done with this. This is my second attempt at the stream now. Okay? My first attempt really didn't work too well. So we're going to go with this again and see how it turns out, okay? I have a wonderful blooper on the live stream if you feel like going back to watch it. It was an epic mistake by Mr. Savage. I started a problem that I didn't know the answer to, and it ended with like 19 numbers behind the decimal point. So what we're going to work on today is dividing decimals by decimals. It's very similar to what we've already done all week. And all we're going to worry about is making sure that our divisor doesn't have a decimal point in it, guys. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that our table of contents is updated. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to page 46. And we need to make sure that we have our topic, our title, and our essential question. Okay? If you guys need to pause right here to catch up, now would be an excellent time to go ahead and pause. Man, I still can't believe that I messed up. So there's my examples. I do owe you an eraser, Jonathan. I'll give you one of my good ones, man. One of the high polymorph erasers. These things will last you the rest of the year. So let's go with example 1. For example 1, we're going to do 2 divided by 5 tenths. Okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to rewrite our problem. And then we got to, when we do that, we got to move our decimal points over, okay? So remember, our divisor can't have a decimal. So if we go one place to the right here and make that 5, we're going to go one place to the right here and make that 20. So I'm going to have 20 divided by 5. And then does 5 go into 2? No. Does 5 go into 20? Yes. 4 times. So 2 divided by 5 tenths is 4. Just like if we did 5 tenths is equal to half. So 2 divided by a half is 4. Okay? So now we're going to move on to number 2. And for number 2, I'm going to go ahead and do 1 25 tenths divided by 25 tenths. First thing I'm going to do is I need to move the decimal point out of my divisor. So I'm going to go 1, 2. And that would be similar to multiplying that by 100, or 10 to the second power. And then whatever I do to my divisor, I have to do to my dividend. So I'm going to do the same thing like if I multiply this by 100. 1, 2. So now my new number is going to be 125 divided by 25. Okay? Does 25 go into 1? No. Does 25 go into 12? No. Does 25 go into 125? Yes. How many times? 5 times. 5 times 25, 125. So give us 0. So our final answer is 5. Now I'm going to do one more practice, and this is actually not from Guided Practice, but we're going to do, I'll mark this number 3, and we're going to do 89 and 500ths divided by 4 and 8 tenths. Remember, what is the first thing we need to do again, guys? We need to get the decimal out of our divisor. So we're going to multiply it by 10, or 10 to the first power. And we're going to do whatever we do to our divisor, we're going to do to our dividend. So we're going to do the same thing again, okay? Then I'm going to rewrite my problem. I'm going to have 890 and 5 tenths divided by 48. Same thing here. Does 48 go into 8? No. Does 48 go into 89? Yes. And I actually made a mistake here. The first thing I should have done was bring my decimal up to the bar. 1 times 48 is 48. 1 and 4. Does 48 go into 41? No. So we need to bring down the 0. Does 48 go into 410? Yes. I'm going to guess that, I'm going to round say that 48 is close to 50 and 410 is close to 400. So I know that 400 divided by 50 equals 5 into 40 equals 8. So I'm going to try 8 times. So 48 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 6 would be 38. So I'm going to do 8 times, and that would be 384. And now if I look at the directions, because this comes from number 10 in our quotient, and it says estimate each quotient. So I'm going to come down again, and I'm only going to work to this first digit so I can, I'm only going to work to the 10th place so I can estimate. So we're going to cross this out and put this as a 0. This is going to be a 10 minus 4 is 6. 10 minus 8 is 26. So I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to do 260. And I need to slide this up now. Does 48 go into 260? Oh wait, I'm sorry. I brought down the wrong thing. I need to bring down the 5. Does 48 go into 265? Yes. About how many times? Well, I'm going to say, once again, this is close to 50. And 250, well, I know 50 goes into 255 times. So I'm going to say 5 times. And then we're going to go ahead and do 48 times 5. Five times 4 is 20. Plus 4 would be 240. Now, I'm going to stop right here because I only need to estimate, because this problem is from number 10 on page 169, and it says estimate my quotient. So I'm going to actually estimate my quotient to be 19. The reason I'm going to do that is because 18.5, I'm going to go ahead and round up, and I'm going to say it's estimated to be 19. But remember, we're moving our decimal points. That's what this whole lesson is about. So what I would like you guys to go ahead and do is I would like you guys to go ahead and do guided practice. On page 168. And we're going to do number 3. Through 6. And now I want you guys to do independent practice. And that's going to be on page 169. And let me see what numbers I have assigned for you guys. Here it is right here. I have 15 through 25 assigned for you guys. 15 through 25. Okay. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Make sure you get your guided practice checked before Miss Russell. Make sure you read the directions, because on number 3, this was an example from number 10 in the book, and it just asked us to estimate. So right here, we're going to write estimate. All right, and a special shout out to Jonathan, Aaliyah, Nick, and James Repeld, even though he's an Alabama fan and he goes to Cocoa Beach. Thanks for tuning in on the live stream and watching my